Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR. Where is Summer Wells? Today I want to talk a little bit about Happy Sunday, praying today. I want to talk a little bit about the Seventh-day Adventist Church. The Seventh-day Adventist Church is the church that Summer, Candace, and Don Wells, they all went to before Summer Wells was reported missing. I'm asking you guys and everyone that subscribes to my channel, what's your take on the Seventh-day Adventist Church? Because I went there. I want to show you a quick clip. Watch this clip, and then we will discuss. Now again, this is the church that the Wells went to. It's very important, I think, that we should communicate with this church and the members of this church to try to initiate maybe a search or find out what they know or find out what we can do to help the community moving forward to find Summer Wells. You know, they always say when there's times of desperation and in times of tragedy, you turn to the church. The Wells family went to this church. I'm here, I knocked on the door. There was somebody there at the door. When I pulled up, they saw me coming up, and then they went in and locked the door. They locked the door. I don't understand that, why you would lock a door at a church when I'm only here trying to seek answers about Summer Wells. That's kind of bizarre and kind of disturbing.
Which is their parishioner. Their parishioner has went amiss. I mean, a 5-year-old child that came to this church that these people loved is missing.
Let me knock on the door again.
And being inappropriate so that they have now.
So this is the Kingsport Seventh-day Adventist Church. Now, you know, I just think it's important to speak to, you know, the pastor. I don't know if he's called a preacher, a pastor, or whatnot. No disrespect.
I have his name.
But I just, you know, there was somebody here, but when I pulled up, they saw somebody pulling up, and then they just went and locked the door, and the door is now locked. Just trying to get answers, just trying to speak to them and see what I can do to help find Summer Wells. Yeah. Their family went to church here. So, hoping the church can, you know, help or give us some advice. And I also want to go in there and pray. I want to pray for the Wells family. I want to pray for the community, and I want to pray for everybody. Pray that we can find answers to what happened to Summer. Where's Summer? So hopefully, you know, I'll try to get a hold of the pastor, the preacher. There's a number here. I'm going to call. Gonna, you know, get a hold and maybe try to ask what I can do to help, or what anything I can do, or anything, you know. Pray for him, pray for the pastor, pray for everyone,
and even have them pray for us as we go through this
journey. Pray for us. It looks, you know, there's somebody here, but they locked the door, but they're not answering that. You know, the church, somebody from the members of the church snatched Summer to bring her to safety, or you know, somebody. You know, there's rumors, and I'm going to ask. I wanted to ask. I'm not being disrespectful. No. I just want to quell the rumors and just feel them out and hear them out. You know, and what they have to say. So you know, that's a goal here too. I mean, we're trying to get answers. There's a missing girl. It's a 5-year-old girl. It's a 5-year-old girl, and Summer's life mattered. And that's what we're trying to do, is just try to find answers. Everyone that the Wells family, you know, community works that they've done, and they've been to this church, they go to this church, and I'm just trying to get answers to find out what we can do to help.
How do you feel, Jonathan, about hearing that podcast we heard this morning? That was a 7-day Adventist podcast. You heard it. We all heard it. How does that...
The podcast I heard today was trying to say that if you do something on this earth that's bad or wicked and evil, as long as you repent and everything, it will be okay, you know, and you can still be a part of this world and change and make a difference. And I thought that was very strange, because the video was surfacing around a man that killed multiple people and then went out to the woods and hid out in the woods, and then try to make a difference in the world moving forward, but not be held accountable for his actions. They're only saying let God handle him for his actions, but he can remain on earth and remain free. So it was very strange.
And can we all confirm right now that it was during a conversation last night with Don Wells that he recommends that we watch this video?
Correct.
Before we met him.
He shared the video with us.
He wanted us to watch that. So the first one to watch it was...
So that was taken by Chronicles of Olivia. You guys need to go check her channel out. She has lots of videos about the Summer Wells case. She's been putting together and documenting our experience there, our sleuthing and going around the community, trying to find answers on where Summer Wells is. Well, we went to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and that was an interesting experience there. We went there, right, because we wanted to speak to the church members there, in particular Pastor David Ryder, who is the preacher pastor at that location. I wanted to just let him know that we're here to help. And when I went there was someone outside of that church, and as we rolled up in our cars, they saw us and immediately went into the church and locked the door. We got out of our car, went over there, tried to open the door. It was locked. And then they turned all the lights off inside that church. We were just trying to talk to people there and let them know that we are praying for them, praying for the community, praying for Summer and her family, and praying that Summer Wells is found, because Summer went to that church. She went to that church. And I just thought that was an odd experience, and odd that happened. There's a number outside that church. We called the pastor. I called him numerous times asking to meet with him, if I could speak to him. Is there anything that we can do to bring awareness to Summer being missing? He didn't return any of my calls. I don't know. What's your guys' take on that situation? Because how do you feel about the church? We saw videos and pictures of Candace at that church passed out. Look at this. Passed out at that church. Why were they really at that church, Don and Candace Wells? They have a church very close to them. They have a few churches close to them, the Beach Creek, that has Sunday service, but they chose to go to the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kingsport. They have Saturday service. There has been a lot of rumors and speculation that Don was only going there because he was trying to fulfill community service and probationary terms, because he got put on probation. Then he started going there. There were some individuals at that church that rallied around Don and Candace Wells. Robin Lane, who is known as the Saturday Sabbath school teacher to Summer. David Dotson, who after Summer Wells was reported missing, was rallying around the family, took the boys out in town to enjoy themselves, to kind of get away from what was going on up there at Ben Hill Road. You know, we heard about these individuals. Is the church involved in any way? We haven't heard the church really speak out about this situation. And I found it odd that Tim Mullen, the Wales media manager, he's very aligned with Robin Lane. Robin Lane and Tim Mullen are Facebook friends. They communicate and like each other's posts on Facebook. I'm just wondering if there's more to this, or is this just barking up the wrong tree here? And I'm asking you guys about this church. You know, you would think a church would be welcoming to everyone. I went there one Saturday to attend the service, and I got intercepted at the door, and they weren't about to let me in. They were like putting me through a vetting process. Eventually let me in, and then when I went in and listened to Saturday service, they kicked me out and they told me to leave. There's security, and I wasn't doing anything wrong but just sitting there observing and praying. I thought that was odd, and I'll post that in another video, that incident that happened there when I went there to pray. I don't know. Just trying to find Summer. You would think that the church in a time of need would want to help. So there we go. There's my thoughts for today, Sunday. I know that's Sabbath. Seventh-day Adventist Church has church on Saturdays. I'm praying for Summer Wells. I am generally praying for Summer Wells. Every day I have a Bible. This Bible is right next to my bed. And I pray. I not only pray for Summer, but I pray for other families of missing children. praying for the Michael Vaughn's family and Maya Robinson's family, Summer Wells. I'm even praying for adults that are missing. For instance, the Jennifer Doulis case out of Connecticut. And all missing children and all missing people. Praying that these individuals are found. We can get answers. Summer's life mattered. But I'm still curious about this church. Or should I not be curious about this church? Are you guys curious out there? Is any of you guys wondering about this church? And I'm serious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this church. Are they genuinely good people here? Do you think the church is a cult? Do you think the church is hiding something? Do you think the church is involved with the disappearance of Summer Wells? And when you comment, let me know why you think that. Not just yes, 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 or no, no, no. Let me know why you think that. And what's your take on this church? That's it. Everyone be safe. God bless. Justice for Summer Wells. We're hoping Summer Wells is found. Keep praying. You guys pray. The power of prayer. The power of prayer. We all pray. We can hopefully get a miracle, and miracle happens. God finds where Summer Wells is and get answers. Everyone be safe. God bless.